Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Grizzlies.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, David. So the Rockets win the tip. And the Houston Rockets starting five. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. The great out there with Jalen Green. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so it's Houston with it, following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt. They double him with Green. Jones, the pass to Brooks. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A good vertical athlete. Brooks can finish in there, even when challenged.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And making our way toward the finish line, this is a great time to check out the new power rankings. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And seeing where the Rockets are, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Here's the great, following the score by Dylan Brooks. Green, the pass to the great. Brooks on the double team, and a wide open look for Porter. Buries it from three-point range.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. Back to Brooks. Over Smith. And Brooks gets it to go.
If you were as strong as Brooks, you'd also be aggressive inside.
Here's the great, defended by Jones. And the basket by the great.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Jones. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
A fadeaway. Again, the Rockets score.
Oh, my goodness. 5 straight coming out of the gate.
Jones with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And Adams kicks to Jones. Outside Jackson, just 5 to shoot. Launches it. The great grabs the miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And another 3 for Houston.
They are on fire, just in a great groove here early on.
Here's Jones. It's deflected. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Brooks up on top, guarded by Porter. On the wing, Bane. And the 3-ball is good. Now, every season we hear mention of the rookie wall. Is that real, Steve, or is it just a myth?
Kevin, it's real. And for some players, the NBA seems so much longer and more grueling than the college season. It's certainly an exhausting adjustment.
And here is Brooks after the 3-pointer from Desmond Bane. A baseline J. Misses off the left iron. Rockets leading by 6. Brooks on the double team. The great passes to Şengün. They kick it out to Green. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Right side, Jones. Jackson has the open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Here's Jones. Got a piece of it. Here's the great, guarded by Bain. They kick it out to Green. Fires for three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Here's Brooks. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Over Porter. And again, Memphis no good.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And the basket by the great.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
On defense, Houston, 15-point game. Brooks against Martin. They need this. Brooks misses. And it's Houston's ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow, outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
From down low. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Brooks. And that's now 6 points for Tyus Jones. Here's the great. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. The Rockets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Shooting for number 1, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. The line that time. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Pass to Tillman. Here's Aldama. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Man, showing some terrific range. Bain's got a couple of threes now in the first for Memphis. And here's Houston. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's the great. He's got 17. Good on the bucket. The great's got 19 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 18. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
And here they go. It's rebounded by Houston.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Pass to the great. They double him with Bain. To the middle, here's Martin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Martin's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Brooks against Martin. Brooks feeling it out a bit. For three, and he's good on the 3 ball. Brooks has got 7 points in the game. And so it's Houston, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Jones in at the one spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's the great. Brooks covering. Here's the great. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Count that bucket. He's got 8.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player. Smitty plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Clark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
There is so much young talent, Steve, in today's NBA. That being said, whose game should an up-and-coming player try to emulate?
For me, Kevin, for the 25 and under crowd, the guys I love, Luka Doncic, unbelievable. Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, and it's a whole slew of others.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Pass to Tate. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Ball's knocked loose, all by himself. Here's the great, and he goes right over Tyus Jones and slams it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The pass to Bain. Bain drawn the double team. Outside, Jones. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Martin.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the basket by the great.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Jones looking for an opening. Down low, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
And the basket by the great.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Kicks it out to Jones. The three-pointer off the mark. The Rockets have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. In the corner, Tate with it. Here's the great. He's got 29 points. And that one is good. And that's 31 points for the great.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside, Jones. No good that time. And Houston the other way now. Last time they met in Houston.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Conchar is checked in for Memphis. The Rockets also changing it up. Smith checked in for Şengün. And Kevin Porter subbed in for Kenyon Martin. Now here's Jones. He's covered closely. Yes, that goes in. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter. Rockets have gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow. Here's the great, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Passes it to Conchar. Kicks it to Clark. And it's Houston on the break. The great passes to Smith. Over Clark, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Here's Jones. Second chance shot, and the layup by Jackson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's the great. That one good for 2. The greats got 37.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's the teardrop. Jones, no luck.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Kennard, the pass to Clark. To the inside, and it's Jones. That time in the assist by Clark. And that's 12 points for Tyus Jones.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Porter in the corner. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clark up top, covered by Smith. Here's Jones. That shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. The kick out to Porter. From deep, drains it from beyond the arc. Porter's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Houston.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Jones, no luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Jones over to help. Here's the great. Again, the Rockets score.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Jones, no one around him. No good, unable to end this run. Here's the great. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Now here's Jones. D right on him. There's Jackson with the three. The great grabs the miss. The great's got 9 rebounds now tonight. With 1 on the clock. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the shot clock, ending the quarter the right way.
All right, thank you, David. And folks,
hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Memphis Grizzlies.
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into the defensive effort.
They need to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in. Lock it in.
All right, and now let's talk about that point guard duel we've seen so far in the first half. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin,
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Checking out the group for Steven Silas to start the second half. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Jalen Green is out there with the great, and it's Porter in at the small forward position.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
That was a good play call, attacking with the right guy in the right situation.
Porter passes to Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Grizzlies shooting 40% from the field. Now here's Brooks. He's got 9. With the drive, he scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5. Houston in total control. The great passes to Green. And another 3 for Houston.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you, night in and night out, is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He's off on the second. Rockets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Green with the ball. Now defended by Bane. Green passes to the great. Good, he hits again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. No good from outside.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half, nothing in the second.
Şengün finds Porter. Here's the great Adams defending. Şengün with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jackson a screen on Porter. Here's Brooks. Smith with some nice D. And here's Houston. They're on a 13-5 run. Timeout called the Rockets. The Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And he goes right over Tyus Jones and slams it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
In the corner, it's Bane. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Şengün. Makes it off the glass. Şengün's got 6 in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Jones. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Here's the great non-stop scoring machine here. Şengün with the bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Jones, the pass to Bain. Back to Jones. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Houston. He lobs it up.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. At the elbow, Adams. Back to Brooks. Adams with the screen on Martin. They get it again. Kicks it out to Jones. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Jones. Time on the assist by Adams. Jones has got 17 now. Here's the great. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul.
Desmond Bain.
That's his first.